So we love India, we love a lot of things about India, but there's some of the things which don't really work well for us. So today I'm giving some of the things which we as African students, maybe not all of us, but starting from me, don't like about India. So last time I did a video about foreign students here in India, and some people were in the comment section telling me that I complain too much, or I'm saying wrong things about India, or I'm propagating bad stuff about India. But I think there is no way a place can be perfect. So if you don't want to listen to what's wrong with India or with the Indian universities, you better move and go and listen to another video of people who will lie to you that India is perfect. But me, I like saying the truth. That's why today I'm giving 5 things which I and some other students who I talked to hate about India. Just as a disclaimer, what I'm giving here is not to propagate any wrong thing about India, but I'm giving them because they can be corrected, and I want corrections. I don't want just to complain, I want things to be corrected. That's my purpose of making this video. And as an African student, there are so many things which we may have back home or which we can see back home, and when we reach here it becomes hard for us to access on them. So I'm giving some of the things very simple, very quick. So let's go. First thing, pressure and follow-up. So I guess there are few African students coming here for primary school or high school. Maybe if their parents come here to stay in India, maybe they can come also for primary school or high school. But majority of us are mature who are already at the university level. And there is that kind of life which you have even if you're already at university. We somehow live things which look similar to maybe when I was at high school, that there is too much pressure or follow-up. People want to follow you on everything as if you're young person, like a teenager. And most of us African students, we don't usually cooperate with that. Someone who can follow you on everything, who want to spy on you on everything, who want to know everything of you. They want to control your life as if like it just can't work with us. And many universities usually get problems with students because of that. They want to try to get too much into lives of people, and people don't want that, and then they somehow think that they're rebellion, when the reality is that it's just that in Africa we are not used to, when you're at a certain age, you can take decisions over everything, where you want to go, when you want to go, who you have to talk to, who you have to meet, and everything. It have to be free. The problem is that they even have to plan sometimes in hostels. They even have to plan your time of sleeping, your time of doing this. It just can't cooperate with us. And if you can have many problems with African students, one of the reasons can be because you try to enter more into their lives when they can't work with it. It's just not our nature when you're already at a certain age to be followed up on everything at university. Second thing, assignments and attendance. Of course, I am a student, I came here for studies, so I have to work. But the wrong thing which comes is when I get 10 assignments in one subject plus more 10 subjects, then that means 100 assignments a semester. Of course, and there are still so many other works which I have to do, like journals and so many things. In Africa, of course, we do have also works which they give us to do at home, but they can't give so many works for one subject. And the wrong things which comes with this is that the more they give you work, it makes you lazy to work, that it gives you power to more copy than working. So it just can't really work giving many assignments. And many teachers or institutions can think that students are lazy or they don't want to work. It's not that. The simple truth is just that for us in our countries, most of us, we don't usually have so many works like that at university. Even for attendance, the rate is so high here in India that in my country, when I can't really say it here, but in my country it's so low that it just can't work. When you're at university, you're mature, you have to do other things outside of school. But in India, when it's school 100% full time, and that also doesn't work with most of African students. Third thing, paying high but receiving less service. So one truth which is there is that as African students who are called international students in India, we pay high, or our fees are somehow higher than others. And that is just because maybe you're international. I don't know if it's affiliated to taxes or whatever, I don't know, but we pay higher. But the wrong thing which comes is that you pay more, but you don't see any service which really shows that you pay more. And this is somehow painful. When you see the amount of money which you give and then what you receive back, it doesn't seem to be equal, or it doesn't seem to be same. When you have complaints, when you have other things, nobody cares about you, when in reality you pay somehow more than others. So we don't usually understand why it's like that, and this can bring a kind of a spirit of rebellion into people who don't understand why they pay more, but when they have problems, nobody cares about them. I'm not saying this as from my university only, from many universities here in India. Many international students usually complain of the same, that they pay more, but when it comes to services, nobody cares about them. And and these things can be corrected. That's the only thing which I'm looking for. These things can be corrected. Fourth thing, which is almost similar to the third one, is poor care. Of course, when we come here, we expect to find something different, and most of the universities even promise that they will give international food, they will give this, they will give this, and so many facilities which are going to make us to feel as if we have some care which are good. But unfortunately, it doesn't happen the same with most of the universities, and many students usually complain of the same, is that they come here expecting so many services promised by schools, but they don't usually get the same as it have been promised. And this is something which is so simple. It just needs to be listened. When you listen to someone and the needs which they have, it's so simple to help them to progress and to show what they need so that we can find a way of getting solutions. But I tried to ask many students from where I am, from the university where I am, and so many other universities in South India and so many other places. I got the same thing, is that when they have problems and they try to bring them, problems don't usually get the solutions. Problems just remain there are problems, and nobody will try to bring them solutions. So I think these things can be corrected. What they just need is somehow little listening to them and what they need, which can change a lot of things, even for progress of those universities. Fifth, and which is my last, is less facilitation to integrate the Indian community. Of course, when you come here in India, we don't want to remain again Africans. We want at least something which can show a change which we got since we came in India. But unfortunately, it doesn't work so smooth for us to feel as if we are more welcomed into the Indian community. And one thing which I personally learned is, since I left the hostel and living outside trying to meet new people, I felt being more into the Indian community than when I was in hostel, where I was thinking that I'm with other Indian students. And I saw the difference is that I have more space of meeting new people, trying new different things when I live as not a student. But when I am as a student, everything is blocked. Getting internship is very hard. If getting internship is hard, so then let's not talk about being hired by companies. So things kind of look just hard, that at the end of the day, when people finish, they have only one option. As soon as you finish your exam, take a flight and go back home, which it shouldn't work the same way. Of course, I understand there's so many struggles which India also have, which maybe can be hard for people to be given works or jobs here in India. But at least one thing which is true is, somehow we need to feel that we are welcomed into the Indian community, not for us to come and study just as if we are spies and as soon as we finish we move. We need at least to have that familiarity or that feeling that India became part of us. And I wish more universities can try to make international students to feel more comfortable with being in India, that everything have to be easy for them. And some of the things which make it hard is that when you came, you saw that nobody cares about you. The only thing which they care about is your money, and that doesn't give a good mood of you trying to feel to be welcomed in the community. When you want to be welcomed in the community, you see how it have been helping you, how it have been good with you. So the side of money makes everything to perish. So I hope everything which I said here is going to be well understood. And let me repeat again, my only reason of making this video is to bring more light so that things can be changed. We don't need to come and complain all the time about the same things and so many Africans coming and going. We need to create that relationship between India and Africa. We can't come here just for us to study and then move and go as if we don't love India. I personally, I can say the truth, I really loved India since I came out and trying to reach out to people and doing many stuff outside. And that have been a very good experience for me. And I wish it can be well exactly the same thing for many other students who come here. So if you really want to help this, please pass this message and let some change happen, because we love India and we want to have the best time ever which we can have here in India. So thank you so much for being here. I hope you like this video. If you want to know more about other things which I speak, you can listen to my podcast. The link will be in the description. And if you want to watch other Africans also make content here in India, find everything, the link in the description. Thank you so much for being here. Catch you next time.